A person go to the job, they do whatever their requirements are there, they come to the home, it repeats, it entire thing is in loop. They go to the job next day, they do whatever requires are there, and when it comes to revealing their own self, telling their points, they're unable to speak how they feel. Because the simple thing is they're conditioning with the workplace, they're conditioning with rules there. But when they came out from that workplace, they won't feel though meaningful with themselves. They're unable to express like how they feel because all the conditioning. They need to act whatever the conditions are with them in that workplace. That's why when they came out, they all feel this is fake, this is unrealistic, this is not something I cannot relate it. Which is why most individuals are feeling low nowadays. This is the reason why they are depressed. At first, it might something like appear state, but but they are not truly able to sustain themselves in that workplace. At first, it is something like they feel so comfortable, but over the time, if you keep doing that same work, you will feel bored. You will feel something that you need a break. You might get a break at Saturday, Sunday, but in that break times, all you do take the rest. You're unable to explore yourself even, which is as a result you are someone with lot of unsaid words. You Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you completely express yourself? You completely live within yourself? No. At childhood, we all assume that when we grow up, we become happiest livings. But now we are not living. We are just keep postponing that happiness for the tomorrow. And the truth is tomorrow never comes. All you have today. If you are not able to make yourself happy in this moment, how can you stay happy with all your happiness for the tomorrow? If you are keep yourself happy, then automatically you will be happy for the tomorrow also. Stress, anxiety, overthinking, depression, these all things are will come, but how you make yourself happy, how you make yourself in peace, that's what matters. In order to make yourself happy peace, you need to start listening your own inner voice at first. That inner voice always says right for you, but you have been ignoring for a while. You're not listening that. You designed yourself for others, what others think about you, what I need to act according to the others, according to the others conditions. No man, you lost my brother. Don't do that. If you keep doing this, as a result, you turn into someone who is not living with his own own terms, own own self. Being absolutely living with your own self, that is the first step to for the self respect. Knowing yourself, how to do, what to do, be yourself, that is the first thing of self respect. That is the ultimate form of self respect. With the aim of self respect, when do you actually feel that you protect your self respect in that place? Mind you, you didn't do that. That's why you keep looking for every reassurance. That's why you keep looking for the reassurance from everyone. If someone gets hurt from you, at first you said sorry. That's completely normal. At second, you keep defending your boundaries. That's not normal, man. That is weak mentality. Then slowly you're losing your self. At first, it might come across something like you care for them, but if you keep doing that over the time, it looks like you don't have your own things, which is gives you self-respect. Your self-respect, you already hand over your self-respect to the others, and when the world grabs your self-respect, they know which point, which thing, if they pulled, you got triggered. They know all these things. They started pulling the same things. As a result, you get triggered out. You get frustrations. It might sound little motivational kind of stuff, but it is not motivation. I am just here to voice out my own experience, how I feel around me. At first, I used to do the over explaining to the each person, but over the time, I just got to realize that. I got to realize that you will get nothing by doing over explaining. Again, you will get nothing by not explaining. Ultimately, what you get if you don't do all of these things, which is comes from the desperate category, all you do find your own self, and once you start find your own self, that's where the magic do happen. You stop looking for the validation. You stop seeking for the attention. You stop seeking you stop doing thing called reassurance. You will never hurt the people, but you will never let others hurt you either. That's what you end up doing. And the moment when you started doing all of these things, you will truly love yourself, man. You will truly begin to love yourself. You cannot control anyone. You cannot control anyone's situation. You cannot control any circumstances. All you do can control your own path. All you do can control your behaviors. All you do can control your response. You can control your right leg, left leg. Walk on your path. That's what you control. But when you are going to control others, you will end up not controlling them. You will end up confused. The person who didn't get him or herself, they always in a rush to knowing others. Having said this, knowing others, when you move yourself to knowing others, what did you get? All you do get anxiety, depression, overthinking, confused. And the truth is, people don't even remember each other's name. How can you think that they would gonna remember what did you say to them? They would never gonna remember. People can make lot of assumptions, whether it's in negativity or positivity about you. Again, you cannot control their assumptions. You can control your assumption. That's the thing in your hand. You completely forget that. What you can control, what you can make the things in control level 100%, you're not doing that. What you are cannot control that, like, there is no possibility of controlling the things. You are always move yourself to control that people's behavior. Why see, why they are not replying you, why he or she is not replying you, what's this? You cannot control this. And always, this might sound little dark, little rudeness, but you have to rooted this in your mind. This one thing, that when you don't feel valuable, when you don't feel respectable, don't explain them that here I am feeling little valueless, disrespect. Don't explain them. Just walk away from that situation. What happens when you do explain that you you are feeling valueless, you're not feeling respectable? In that place, people will get to know this point that okay, this person's weak point is, if someone do disrespect to him, if someone make him feel like valueless, he will get triggered out. At first they might say sorry for that, but when it comes to the in second time, in third time, or else in a seventh time, they do the same to you. It is not any dark thing, but people generally have this kind of things with them. Same goes to you. Once you get to know that a person's weak point, knowingly or unknowingly, you provoke on them. This is the truth, because you want to get your point valid. You want to win that situation. In that situation, you want to let your point prove right. That's why you pulled their weak point. So yeah, always see the things in distance level, from distance level, on which thing, by which thing you get triggered out. Someone's ignorance, someone's late reply, when someone do disrespect to you, when someone let you feel valueless. If this kind of things will make you trigger out, will make you exploit, will make you frustrated, then my brother, you need to stay aware with these things. You can be so your weakness, but make sure that is not in front of the people. You have to see all this kind of triggered emotions from the distance, and you have to evolve all of these things. Don't escape from these things by doing other things. Just evolve. Just do fixing with all of these things, all these emotions. In order to make yourself happy, you need to first know your trigger points. Know that emotions where you feel meaningless,